Dance. It has been an influential factor in nearly every culture, country, and religion of the world. In turn, dance has been shaped by the cultures, country, and religions that surround it. Through generations of collective learning, dance slowly developed into what it is today. It has shaped the way people and animals have lived and communicated throughout history. Welcome to the Little Big History of Dance. The origin of dance is a gray area with no clear start. Since dancing leaves no physical trace, it is hard to put an exact date on when it started. It is also difficult to trace because the definition of dance is not absolute. While some say that dance is a response to music, others say that it is anything with rhythmic movement. For our purposes, we're going to include rhythmic movement as dance. After all, that is where it all began. But it wasn't humans who invented dance. It was animals. Long before humans could stand on their own 2 feet, animals have been performing dances in the wild. Animal dancing consists of movements that show off their best feature. Whether it's a Japanese crane showing off its elegant wings through smooth movement, to a hooded seal, which blows sacs of air and waves them around to show their power and dominance. Animals have used dancing to attract mates for as long as they've existed, and this was the start of a new form of communication. There are a wide variety of dances performed all throughout the animal kingdom, and humans are no different. We have hundreds of dances originating in different places of the world. But how did so many different types of dance emerge? Well, the reason for the huge variety in dancing falls into 3 main categories: religion, culture, and geography. Dancing and religion emerged from the natural human need to understand and belong. Allow me to explain. Imagine a group of people who were running around a bonfire one night during drought season, and the next morning it was raining. Okay, not particularly strange, but then they do the same thing the next night, and sure enough, it rains the next morning. Eventually, they start to notice a pattern. When they run around a fire, it rains, and they think this is the work of some sort of god or spirit. But then one day, it doesn't work, so they assume they did something wrong, so they change their ritual slightly and do it again. In this way, over many years, similar to evolution, they change, refine, and structure the ritual into a dance that they believe will bring rain. Incidentally, this happened all over the world. The rain dance is present in North America, Africa, China, Eastern Europe, and Thailand. And since every people group we know of has some sort of religion, and dance is present in most religions, whether it be through sacrifice or worship, dance began to enter into society through religious, ritualistic movement. Geography can often be overlooked when talking about the emergence of dance, but it plays an important role in music. If a place has the resources to make drums, which has a sharp sound, then the dancing will correspond by being rhythmic, upbeat, and vibrant. Some dances get their inspiration from towering mountains or soft waves, which all comes back to the geography of the area. Cultural dancing stems from the ideals and beliefs of the people in the area. Japan, for example, places a lot of importance on religion and social class, and their dancing reflects this. The Japanese court dances and folk dances were designed to entertain high social class through slow, drawn-out movement, and were not for your average citizen. They would often involve an offering, usually of mochi, rice, or rice rind, which were considered a form of wealth. These behaviors and patterns in Japanese dance would be very different if they had other religions or ideals, but their dancing emerged the way it did because of their cultural standards. These 3 factors of religion, geography, and culture shaped dancing everywhere, and yet led to completely different styles of dancing throughout the world. After the emergence of dance, it started to get passed down and improved upon with each generation through collective learning. Now, different parts of the world were specialized in certain dances, but then the expansion and interconnection era came along. During this time period, new cultures and societies collided with each other, creating the trades of good and information. Among that trading was dance styles. For one of the first times in human history, dancing was being shared between people groups. This allowed the opportunity for people to learn new styles of dance. As cultures were introduced to new types of movement, they started to combine it. West European folk dancing, for example, uses movements from all throughout Europe and Russia, but is considered an independent dance form. Of course, these changes didn't occur right away. Similar to the development of individual dance styles, these changes happened from generations of combining styles and refining it into a new style through collective learning. By this era, the purpose of dancing had shifted. What was previously a ritual dance had shifted to entertainment. The first record of dance as entertainment was found in an Egyptian tomb from 1400 BC. From there, dance started to shift into a new era of recreational dancing. Through collective learning, one of the biggest, most widespread types of dancing came to be: ballet. Ballet, as an idea, was introduced in 1581. However, King Louis XIV is credited for creating ballet and for shaping it into what it is today. In 1669, he created his own ballet program, which became the Paris Opera Ballet in 1672. For the first time, people came to see others dance on a large scale, and were paying to do so. This was the start in a massive revolution in dance. People now came not to worship, but to enjoy and be captivated by the lightness and agility of dance. This also became a way of life for some ballet dancers, whereas dancing was never previously thought of as a career. People's lives, whether it be dancers or spectators, were now being changed and enhanced and influenced by dancing. In modern times, new changes in dance happen at a far more accelerated rate due to the interconnection of the world. Now, there are new types of dance being created every day. In the last century alone, dance has made a considerable leap of progress in comparison to anything else in that time frame. Everything from folk dance, swing, contemporary to tap, ballroom to line dancing were being introduced, which, of course, later led and shifted to the dance we know today, such as hip-hop, modern, and breakdancing, to name a few. Due to the rapid rate of ever-changing dance, it is safe to assume that dance will continue to grow in styles and variety. More recently, we see dancing like moonwalking, breakdancing, and popping and locking. These dances are designed not to show the graceful movement, but to baffle and awe those who watch it. From these recent trends, we can guess that an era in which doing movements with effects of illusion, seemingly unhuman movements, will become more common. In the end, dance has had an influence on all living creatures. Everything from animals looking to find a mate to humans worshiping the unexplainable, dancing has had an effect on cultures, religions, and individual lives since its emergence thousands of years ago. The interconnection of the recent world will nurture and accelerate the process of new dances. And through collective learning, dancing will continue to shape and be shaped by the cultures that surround it in future generations. Dancing's impact on the world and its influence on humans cannot be denied, and will continue down its ever-changing path.